Millions of children today don't have many of the things that we're blessed with. Some might not have a home, food, a guardian, the list goes on. I would consider myself lucky to have at least experienced a small percentage of these children. From the past couple times I went to Colombia, this issue was thrown in my face. These children would come up to my family and beg for money. Others would be laying on a piece of cardboard in the middle of the street. These children would try to sell anything imaginable just to have a few pesos. So if these issues are going on in a country that's somewhat developed, can you imagine what other issues are going on with children in countries that are even worse off? The United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund or Unicef does a really good job in helping children around the world that are in need. Unicef works with over 150 countries and about 13,000 employees, and they make miracles happen every day. This organization proves determination in helping youth. So therefore, you should support this charity because they promote health, they promote good quality education, and they promote protection. A lack of nurturing a child can affect their physical and mental health in terms of short and long terms. Thankfully, UNICEF provides protection for children. They disapprove of violence with each other, such as fighting and bullying. UNICEF also protects children from exploitation, and it is a disgusting reality that many youth around the globe today are sexually exploited for prostitution or pornography. UNICEF protects children from abuse of all kinds as well. Every child is born with unalienable human rights. So whether it's 10 cents a day or $10 a day, every cent makes a difference for these children whose rights have been violated. UNICEF also provides children with quality education. The great Nelson Mandela once said that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And in order for the world to progress, education must be installed. In many unfortunate countries today, education can't be a priority because other essential priorities must be met first. This shouldn't ever be the case due to how important education is. Thankfully, UNICEF builds schools and provides supplies around the globe. They also train teachers or personally provide basic education for the youth. A very neat thing that UNICEF does is encourage gender equality. Females continue to suffer severe discrimination in the educational system, despite the fact that we live in the 21st century. UNICEF takes an approach at tackling the discrimination and the exclusion of girls in education. So in order to move forward as a whole, we must act as a whole by being conscientious in nations that have less. Donating to this organization would help us all progress. The most striking issue children in need face is the lack of health. UNICEF provides children around the world with water and food, the most basic necessity of survival. UNICEF also works in more than 100 countries around the world to improve sanitation facilities in communities, as well as to promote safe hygiene practices. A very essential thing UNICEF provides youth with is immunizations. In 2011, 2.5 billion doses of vaccines were obtained by UNICEF thanks to the many donations. Without health, we have absolutely nothing. UNICEF provides children with health, which is probably the most important issue they can provide, if and only if they have sufficient funds. Some Americans may argue that donating money to foreign countries is absurd since we have our own poverty to deal with. But what many of them fail to realize is that many foreign children face a different degree of poverty. They face a poverty that's unimaginable, a poverty where you can't help yourself, a poverty where no one can help you, a poverty where your government can't even keep you on your feet, a poverty where your environment can't even sustain you. It's a hopeless poverty, and if we don't act, then who will? UNICEF provides protection, quality education, and health. This organization is great in fulfilling children's needs. So before you throw away food or take your school for granted, keep in mind that millions of children wish they were sitting here right now. Who is more important for the future than our generations and the generations to come? That is why we must break the cycle of poverty throughout the world, starting right now.